Here's what you like. How can we get that feeling of what you like, but in a way that it flatters you and not necessarily looks exactly like the picture? Because a lot of times they want to feel like that picture. They don't necessarily want to look exactly like that picture.
Hi, I'm Lisette, and today I will be getting rose gold curls. It's specifically for my birthday, which is coming up. I will be turning 24, and I wanted something fun and new and just wow and out there. I've always embraced my natural curls. They're beautiful. I always call it my mane because it's like a lion's mane. I have been scared to dye my hair in the past because when I was younger, my mother and I played kitchen beautician. But I know that my hair is going to be great in the hands of Richie. In my eyes, he is the curl guru. Everything curls, he is the master of, so I trust him 100%.
Hey curl friends, I am a curl's best friend. Today I will be taking Lisette from her natural dark hair color to a rooted rose gold pink. I have been doing hair my entire life since I was 4 years old. I was my neighborhood hairstylist. I did the drill team's hair and the cheerleading squad's hair and everyone's hair that would sit near me. Professionally, I've been doing hair since I was 20 years old, which is a long time. And I've been at the Phoenix Salon Suites now for over 9 years. Hey Lisette, you ready? What are we doing today, my dear?
I'm thinking of pink. What do you think?
Pink, like a rose gold pink. That way we can leave some of the gold tones in there and we don't have to lift up the color so much and damage the integrity of the curls.
Okay.
You have a small little face, so I kind of want to show that off. Okay. So if we lift these guys up and give you some face framers and take it up to about right there.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Good.
I always start with a dry cut because I believe curls should be cut where they live. And when curls are wet, they're all gonna lay flat to the same length. Once they dry, one curl is gonna shrink up more than the other curl. The section over the ears may dry different than the top section. And so in order to take that into account, I like to say I cut the curls where they live in their dry space. With Lisette, she wanted to keep as much length as possible. So I'm gonna cut a few inches off of her length, just what needs to be cut off. I'm gonna add a little bit of layering around the top because although it appears that she has a lot of hair, she has very fine hair and not a lot of dense hair. So I wanna maximize the perimeter and make it look thicker while adding layers around the top and especially framing around her face because she has such a small face. I wanna be able to show that off. I always have to explain to my curl friends when I'm giving them a consultation that I have to shake it out and make it as big and as voluminous as I can, almost a worst case scenario, because I want to see what their hair is going to look like when they get thrown into a swimming pool, they get out and they let it air dry. And if it looks good, if the shape is good at its worst, I know it's only going to get better when we add products and treat it properly. Then I'm gonna do some highlights on Lisette. I'm going to go with her hair the same way I do like my roast, slow and low. I like with curls to go as less damage as possible. I'm using Colors by Gina, which is an amazing bleach, and it allows me to use a much lower developer so that I can get the lift I want without any altering of the integrity of her curls. With Lisette's hair, I am going to highlight it starting from the back going up and in a technique that I call piano curls. It may look as when I'm applying them that they're all even. I'm variating where I apply the bleach so that it can have a soft grow out. I start from the back, work my way up, and then side to side. Just the same, I start removing them from the back as the color processes to the level I want, working my way around, waiting patiently for them to develop, and then taking them off as I go. Next, we're gonna shampoo Lisette's hair using Colors by Gina shampoo, which has Biogen Complex in it, which is essentially a prenatal vitamin in a tube, and it'll leave her hair super soft, super moisturized, and has a fantastic scent as well. Next, we're going to add the rose gold color, which is actually a color, a mixture of gold and red in the Colors by Gina line, formulated to give a really pretty mauvey rose gold pink, which again, I think is gonna super flatter her skin tone. With this product line, we let it sit for 20 minutes total and then conditioned it out again with the Colors by Gina conditioner. For styling Lisette's hair, I used a Matrix A Curl Can Dream, which is an amazing gel and hydrating cream. I diffused it gently, again, using the hovering technique to diffuse it, and added some clips at the roots for volume so that she doesn't get the skull flat head on top. We diffused it for about 25 minutes till it was 100% dry, flipped it over, broke any cast that the gel had given it, and she was ready to go. After we diffused and broke the cast, it was time to spin her around and see the big reveal.
Ooh, oh my gosh. I feel like the lead guitarist's girlfriend in a rock band. I love it. I feel like a new me. I feel more like I can be myself and more I can be free to be myself. So the person that I'm most excited to show my new look to is my mom. So let's go get her.
Oh my God! It's so beautiful! Oh, and it looks so good with your complexion.
It definitely brings out my skin tone, the brownness, the red undertones of my skin. It just all around highlights me.
Lisette is gonna require minimal maintenance on this look because it is a rose gold and we didn't lift her hair up to the palest yellow. We left it in a gold tone. So as the pink fades off, it's gonna go through different stages of pink. It's gonna end up in a cotton candy pink and then will eventually fade off to a really pretty gold if she chooses not to maintain it. If we were to maintain it, every 4 to 6 weeks, I'd bring her in, do a semi-permanent refresh on her pink ends and send her on her way back to zoology school.
Yes, my attitude will change slightly, but it's more of my confidence that's gonna be boosted.